Today, we're going to dive deep into one of the most incredible concepts in the entire Bible, this idea that it holds a hidden secret, a profound truth that it actually calls the mystery.
Have you ever been reading scripture and just felt like you were missing something? Like the true meaning was kind of hidden, just out of reach? Well, it turns out you're not wrong. What we're going to see today is that this is completely by design. Let's find out why.
So here's how we're going to unlock this thing. We're going to start with the secret itself, then find the key, look at the specific Greek word for mystery, see how it was taught, and finally, discover the ultimate fulfillment.
All right, first up, let's tackle part one. What exactly is this hidden secret we're talking about?
This just reframes the whole thing, doesn't it? The idea that parts of the Bible are hard to understand isn't a flaw or a mistake, it's actually a feature. It's almost like it's designed to invite the people who are truly seeking to look a little deeper, to, keep knocking until the door is open for them.
So if the Bible has a lock on it, then what's the key? Well, that brings us right to part two. The key is Christ.
And here it is, the central idea. From Genesis all the way to Revelation, the scriptures are all pointing to one single central figure. He is the lens that makes everything else click into place. Think about it. Without that key, you just have a collection of stories, laws, and prophecies. But with it, you have one single unified story.
And this isn't just someone's interpretation, okay? It's stated directly. This quote right here from the Gospel of Luke is so powerful. It's this claim that the entire Old Testament, we're talking the law, the prophets, the Psalms, the whole thing, was written about him. So what that really means is, to understand the secret, you first have to know who the story is all about.
Okay, now let's get a little more specific. In part 3, we're going to look at the actual Greek word the New Testament uses for this whole concept, mysterion, the revealed mystery. The word itself is a huge clue. Mysterion actually comes from a Greek verb, muo, which means to shut the mouth. So it's not like a riddle that you can't solve. It means a truth that was intentionally kept secret, something you didn't talk about, that is now being revealed, but only to a specific inner circle. What's really fascinating is that this secret wasn't just timeless, it was unveiled at a very specific moment in history. The book of Colossians says this mystery was hidden for ages and generations. The turning point, the arrival of Christ, and now it's been made known to his people. It's literally a secret with a reveal date.
And this term, Mysterion, it's used all over the New Testament, and it's used to describe the absolute foundational truths of the faith. Everything from the kingdom of heaven and God's will to the nature of Christ and his relationship with the church. It's basically the Bible's code word for the deepest things of God finally being revealed.
Okay, so if there's a secret and there's a key, then how is it actually communicated? Well, that brings us to part 4 and one of the main teaching tools, the parable. But the real question is, who were they for?
The Greek word for parable is parabole. It literally means to place something beside something else to compare them. So a parable is basically an earthly story that's meant to illustrate a deeper, heavenly meaning.
Now listen, this is a game changer right here. Parables had two jobs. To the disciples, the insiders, the secret was just given to them. But to those on the outside, things were spoken in parables for a reason, so they would see but not really get it. It was a communication style that actually filtered the audience. And the Gospel of Mark just lays this strategy out explicitly. Publicly, Jesus spoke almost entirely in these veiled stories. But then privately, with his followers, he broke it all down. He gave them the key to the code.
And all of this brings us to our final and honestly most important section, the fulfillment. We've talked about the mystery, we've seen how it was taught, but what is it? Part 5, the answer is Christ in me. And this is really where it all comes together. We're moving beyond theology as just some academic topic you study. The ultimate reveal isn't just a fact to learn, it's a reality to be lived.
And there it is, the secret. The secret that was hidden for ages. The mystery that was spoken of in parables. The central theme of all Scripture is this: Christ living in you. That is the answer. He's not just a historical figure to study, but a living presence to be experienced.
So what does that actually mean for us? Well, it means that access to all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge, it isn't found in a book or some complicated system. It's found within the believer through this indwelling reality. He himself is the treasure.
So let's just put it all together. Step 1, God's big plan is to unite everything under Christ. Step 2, The believer's role in that plan is to become a living temple, a dwelling place for God. And step 3, the outcome? To be so identified with Christ that you actually carry on his work in the world.
So in the end, this whole big explanation turns right back around and points at you. The Bible's greatest secret isn't just something to be decoded, it's a reality to be lived in. The ultimate mystery isn't just Christ, it's Christ in you. And so the real question becomes, how is that secret being fulfilled in your life?